Hello everyone, this is Lucy05 and welcome to the WWII Central Toy Review. And today's toy review, we're looking at the 2010 release by Hasbro of the Marvel Universe action figure review, and this is the San Diego Comic Con exclusive, and we'll be looking at the Captain America action figure review. Now I gotten this in the same place where I gotten my Ages of Thunder Thor, but this cost me about 39 ringgit and 90 cents. It comes with a different packaging. You notice it's a box packaging. But on the sides here, you notice it's just an empty hollow box with no cover on the top or at the bottom. Now, you got a nice little artwork of Captain America in his World War II uniform, very nicely done with the artwork, and on the side here, all the letterings are all in silver. Now, the sticker, however, is kind of interesting. It's in reverse. Not too sure why they would botch out that kind of placement of the sticker. Now at the bottom here is stated the warning label: choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years old. And here is stated ages 4 and above. Now on the side there's nothing there. Here you got Captain America, it's all in silver, very shiny. And here you got the shield logo. And at the back there you got the entire Marvel Universe with silver background, very shiny stuff. So let's take out the figure out of the box itself. Put this on one side. Now you got this standard Marvel Universe packaging, except everything right now is in silver. You notice this silver going on, stating Captain America. Marvel Universe title is on the top here with silver background. You got the same artwork as shown in the packaging itself, except there's a difference with the shield itself, the classic first shield for Captain America. You got Captain America figure there with a pistol, the shield itself, the top secret file card, and no base stand. Not too sure why they not include any base stand for Captain America, which is kind of interesting. Now at the back there you got the image of the figure itself of Captain America in his World War II costume. Instead of Norman Osborn hammer logo, it's now replaced with the shield logo. You got a bio there. You got Norman Osborn at the bottom here stating become an agent of Hammer at FairyFiles.com. So without further ado, let's open up this packaging so we can molest the toy. Be right back. And we're back after removing the figure, and there is a stuff out from packaging. Now inside the packaging it comes with a top secret file card that contains a character card of Captain America, a nice artwork of Captain America, and the War Department file on Steve Rogers. You got an image of Steve Rogers there in his World War II getup. At the bottom here, enhanced human. Here you got a nice eagle logo, and his real name is Steve Rogers, code name Captain America. Hair blonde, eyes blue, height 6'2", weight 240 pounds, sex male. Powers: enhanced strength, speed, agility, and endurance due to super soldier's serum. Expert hand-to-hand combatant, can throw shield with uncanny accuracy, expert military strategist. And that's about it. Next we have a letter from Colonel J.T. Givon, well, however you want to pronounce his name, to General Thaddeus Stone, stating about they received intel about a Hydra group making a move towards some coordinate in North America at the Bering Strait. So they requested Captain America to do the job. And that's about it. However, in the top secret file card here, it doesn't contain the secret codes for you to enter at FairyFiles.com, which is kind of weird, despite the packaging said so. Next we take a look at the accessory. You got the original shield, which is at the front part of the shield is really nicely painted. However, at the back there it's just red plastic. At the back here you got two straps for you to strap the shield at the back of the figure itself. It's very nicely done. And in the middle you have this clip-on hinge here, which is very loose. You notice I'm holding it and it's flailing all over the place. You have to hold the clip-on to clip it onto his wrist. Next, it comes with a pistol, which you can store it at his gun holster there. And you can remove it. There's a nice little pistol there. And you can hold the pistol. It has a trigger finger. Both hands actually have trigger finger. You can store it like so. You can hold the weapon like so. But he doesn't hold the weapon straight, as you notice. So that's a bad point there. Next, we have his helm, which is also removable. Very nicely done, nice little paint job, but this part is not properly painted and you can see some plastic chip there. They didn't do a good job of it. Now the front part of the A itself is off-centered, So when you have the figure wear the helmet, it's a bit off-centered. So I guess it's just mine, or I'm not too sure how the rest of the figures will look. Next you have the bandolier and the gun holster, which is not removable because it's already onto the body itself. I don't see any way to remove it. There's no button or anything. Now let's take a look at the figure's paint job. The paint job is very nicely done. I really love the paint job. Bottom part of the boots itself, you notice all the buttons are painted in gold. Very nice. And his front part of the uniform itself, all the buttons is in silver. Not too sure if you guys can pick it up. The star there is also well painted. The bandolier itself, the straps, all of the buckles are painted in gold. Very nicely done. I really love the amount of paint job details they put on this figure. And on the lower part here, you got the sort of really weathered darkish red at the bottom of the torso itself. Very nicely done. Now the face paint job, the eyes is alright, and he's wearing this entire leather mask covering his face. It's very nicely done as well. Bottom part of the boots itself, and at the back, simple paint job, but the smaller details are painted, which is very good. Now let's take a look at the sculpt. The sculpt is actually very nicely done. I really love the sculpt. It's very detailed stuff. All the wrinkles are shown onto the pants itself, also at the body and the arms. Very nicely done. And the face sculpt is also quite nicely done as well. Really love this figure. The articulation on this figure is kind of weird. Let's take a look at the head. The head can actually turn 360 degrees. Problem with the head is it pops off too easily. And you notice there's some sort of a hinge joint, but it's a lie. Or at least I think mine is a defect, and I'm not too sure how the rest of the figures would be like. But the hinge joint does not work. It's a total one-piece plastic. I tried to move it, then I realized this is not a hinge joint at all. So I'm not too sure why they even bother doing it. You can pivot the head a little bit up and down. The torso actually can bend backwards and forward. Arms can turn 360 degrees. Upper bicep turn 360 degrees. Elbow bend this far and straight. Wrist can turn 360 degrees, but it's a bit tight. And it can turn 360 degrees, but it's a bit hindered by the... Actually, it's being hindered by the holster and the bandolier itself. Now the hip joint is something weird. It follows a bit more like Marvel Legends figures. The ball joint itself, the peg is pegged into this kind of position. So when you want to twist the leg, it's just like Iron Man 2 figures. You want to twist the leg to one side to actually bend the leg. The leg can bend this far or to the side, and has a swivel tie that turns 360 degrees. Double jointed knee. The boot here can turn 360 degrees, and the ankles is also in a very nice but also kind of weird articulation. It can bend forward, backwards, go side to side, because it's in this kind of a design, this kind of sculpt. I'm not too sure you guys can see it, because it's not supported at the back there. So you have to be careful and not use too much force or break the figure. So overall, I really like the figure. The joints on the neck is a lie. I really hate that. The ankles seem to be a bit risky. It might be prone to breakage. But other than that, the paint job is really great. I really love the articulation of the figure. The hip joint is kind of weird, but it's still doable, since Iron Man 2 figures tend to be like that. So if I'm going to give a rating out of this, I'll say I'll give it a 9 out of 10. So I thank you all for watching. This is Lucy05, and I'm signing off.